Hello, welcome to today's daily devotional Time with God. In today's devotional, I will talk about the topic that says, what are you looking at? And I'll read the book of Genesis chapter 3 verse 6, and it says, So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desirable to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave to her husband with her, and he ate. So if you see where I just read, it said that the woman saw that the tree was good. So that means she must have paid attention to it, and then she saw. Eve got into conversation with the serpent, who deceived and convinced her to eat the forbidden fruit. She looked at the fruit closely and saw that there was nothing wrong with it after all, and that made her decide to eat it, and she gave it to her husband also, and he also ate it. Even though the tree had been there before that time, she did not pay too much attention to it until now. Be careful at what you feed your eyes with, because it is an entrance to your heart. The more attention you give to sin, the more attraction it is to you. The best way to deal with sin is to look away and rather fix your eyes on Jesus. It is good to look at Jesus than to look at sin. When you do that, you become more like Jesus and enjoy all the blessings that comes with that. In the book of Psalm 34 verse 5, it says, They looked to him and were radiant, and their faces were not ashamed. Also in the book of Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2, it says, Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Also in the book of Psalm 16 verse 8, it says, I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be shaken. So, if you have been looking at the wrong thing, now is a time to look away from them and fix your eyes on Jesus, who is able to see you through this year. Look into his word and do what he tells you to do. He will hold your hands and guide you to the best place for your life. So I pray for you today that you will never fail and you will never fall into any temptation of the enemy this year, but you will remain standing in faith, fixing your eyes on Jesus, holding on to him, and not allow the enemy to deceive you and take you away from his presence. I pray that the joy of his presence will be your portion in this year as you stay in his presence and look into his eyes, and he will become real to you, and he will do great and mighty things in your life and in your family, in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for your time today, and I will be back next week. Have a lovely weekend, and bye for now.